it's fine. I just want everything to be perfect for my little sister's wedding day. Now, hand me a bottle, please.
Lisa, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. You've spent more time planning this wedding than I have. And you've done a wonderful job putting everything together. I'm sure it will go off without a hitch. Besides, with you on duty, the details wouldn't dare step out of line.
Step. The runner. I have to make sure the runner's in place. And the reins. Oh, that's reverse here.
I'm not Lisa, but maybe I can help.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Seems to be the drum. Ooh. Well, since Lisa's running the show out here, let's go ahead.
I tried that.
I think this calls for drastic measures. All right. Say aye.
Dad!
Come on, Jennifer. This has worked since you were a toddler. It'll work today. Come on now, say aye. I can moisten it myself if you'd rather.
I feel like a little girl.
There.
I know. I'll always be your little girl, right, Dad?
Actually, no.
No. I thought all dads were supposed to say that on their daughter's wedding day.
So did I, Jennifer. Up until last night, that is.
What do you mean?
Why don't you come over here and have a seat? You can't sit in that thing, can you?
Of course I can, Dad. It's not like I'm wearing a blue skirt.
I knew that. When I was lying in bed last night, Jennifer, I came to realize you're not a little girl anymore. You haven't been for some time now. You're a woman now, Jennifer, and today you're starting your own family.
Yeah, I guess I am, but wasn't it just last week that you were pulling on my pigtails?
I think it was more like a decade or so ago, and I only did it because I love you.
Well, sure, Dad.
And because it was fun. Seriously, though, I hope I prepared you for this. I mean, going out on your own, starting your own family. I just wonder if I've done the job the way God wanted me to.
Of course you did. Look how great I turned out.
Jennifer, do you remember what I told you? When you just turned 10, and you wanted to spend all your birthday money on clothing at the mall?
The prices at the mall are outrageous.
You don't remember how much you wanted people to like you? How you thought having the right clothes would win their friendship?
A little.
I told you that it was so much more important to please God with a tender and quiet spirit than it was to try to please people with the clothing that you wore.
Oh.
Do you remember the time you cheated on your spelling test when you were in 6th grade?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I got in big trouble.
But do you remember what I told you?
I'm sure you said something about being honest or something like that.
I said, the crooked path that's paved with lies, the Lord will confound, the Lord will despise.
That's kind of catchy. But I don't quite remember you saying that.
I used to say that all the time.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
How about the time you won first place in the school talent show when you were in 9th grade? Remember that?
Oh, sure, I remember that.
You were so proud. In fact, you were too proud. You were boasting so much, I had to remind you that everything good in you comes from God. Do you remember that?
I remember winning.
I know. You've got to remember the time your cousins came for the summer from Tennessee.
Oh, sure, I remember that. They were evil. They were all sweet and innocent when the adults were around. But then as soon as they were alone, they'd do every bad thing they could think of and then try to blame me.
Aha! And you remember what I told you we were so frustrated you wanted to lock him in the tool shed?
Yes, you said make sure you get a good strong lock, right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, maybe that's what I wanted you to say. I'm sorry, Dad. I only remember how awful they were.
I thought you'd remember all the things I taught you about godliness and integrity and humility and kindness.
Dad, sit down, please. I do remember what you taught me. I remember all the times that you came home early from work and didn't work overtime so that you could have dinner with us every night, even though that meant there wouldn't be a lot of money. And I remember how you used to bring people home with you from work for dinner or for holidays. And a lot of the times they were pretty very bad. But you welcomed them into our home and you treated them like family. And I remember all those times in stores and restaurants when you had been undercharged or had been given too much change, even though you knew no one would have ever known if you had just walked away. And I'll never forget that one summer that you gave up your vacation time so you could go to China to tell people about Christ. And I think that it was almost every day I would walk by your bedroom door and see you reading your Bible or praying. And I have watched you love, serve, and sacrifice for Mom for 23 years. Dad, I may not remember all that you said, but I remember what you lived. It's time. In a moment, I will make a promise to the man I will marry. But right now,